town? Good question, right? Here's the beach. So this is Gold Beach. It has a different name in French, but I think the code word for it was Gold Beach, and it's where George Robin's dad landed on D-Day. Okay, just going to take a video. So, okay, let me just come back to the town. So here's this town. You come around, and you can see the pier. Was it called a pier that they built for the boat?
Artificial pier.
Artificial pier. It floated somehow. Wow. And there's a piece of it, I guess, that's washed ashore. It's amazing. Wow. Just amazing.
So this is Arromanches-les-Bains, which was Gold Beach when the English landed, and my dad landed on D-Day. You can see further down there where there's more artificial harbour, which down there was the English and Canadians. And here was the English on this side. The rocks are in the distance. And my dad said the Germans were firing down on them. And behind those rocks is Omaha, where the US landed.
Charming little town we're in. Once again.
So we're at Arromanches-les-Bains with Betsy. And this is one of the Mulberry Artificial landing, artificial harbours. And you see all around other parts of the harbour. I guess this one came off. There was a storm like 10 days after D-Day. This may have ended up from here, but there's more along on the horizon. And those are the rocks that my dad says he remembers the Germans on the cliff firing on them. So that must be the cliff. There we can see all the graffiti. So this is the view the British soldiers got when they were coming into land on D-Day. So I thought these were the only cliffs that the Germans were defending. But I see more cliffs over this side. Not so much cliffs, but cliffs, tall cliffs. You see some of the mulberry still there.
There's a rainbow over Gold Beach. Wow. Sunset at Gold Beach. So we walked in the village and we went into a shop where we bought a bottle of Calvados, which is a local spirit that we were recommended to try, and it was great. And we took a walk along the beach and we opened the bottle and we cheered George, and we walked up here where we are now, and we sat on the beach. And we sat on a bench, and suddenly a rainbow came out, which was strange because if you look at the sky, it's very blue. And we thought, well, maybe George is cheering us back. So I cried for a minute, and I don't think Robin teared up, but that's not his thing. But anyway, cheers, George. Oops, there's Robin. Sunset at Gold Beach. It's been a great day. We took the tunnel train from London and we came out. We rented a car in Lille and we drove out here to Gold Beach, and it's been amazing. This is where George landed on D-Day. It's just so hard to believe that an 18-year-old could be brave enough to do something like that.
So this is the harbour at Arromanches-les-Bains. You can see the Mulberry docks out there in the distance. Some of them are still there from 80 years ago. And that's the beach that they landed at. And my dad says he remembers the rocks off to his right with the German tanks down up there firing them. So I guess he came in about there.
Robin and I took a walk this morning. We went west along the coast from the town of Arromanches, and this is, we believe, the place where George, Robin's dad, possibly actually landed on D-Day and then would have climbed up and then walked along just the way we did this morning on the path that we walked on, possibly, to Arromanches, which is not far. Circle around to it here. You can see in the distance this group of houses, that is Arromanches. So from what we've read, there are several different signs, markers here with information on them that tell us what happened that day. So we believe that quite possibly this is the exact spot where Robin's dad landed. And you can see that all of what happened was they won over the Germans who were in this area right here. This was sort of the high point where they had a lot of their guns and cannons. And they won them over by the end of the day on June 6th, and that left the opportunity for them to start bringing in these piers, these mulberries they call them, and you can see they're in a semicircle. They start here and they go all the way around, way into the distance, all the way over to the end of the beach at Arromanches. So it's amazing. It's really amazing to see this. Another beautiful day. So we've come to the high spot to the west of Arromanches, and oh, there's people biking. It looks like there's a road there. We walked there. We probably could have driven, but these are the cliffs over the sea, and really not very far from here, further west, is Omaha Beach, and that's the beach where the Americans landed. Well, that was the code name for the beach, and the code name for the beach that George landed on was Gold Beach. But it's actually this beach at Arromanches, and just to the west. We're walking back to Arromanches for breakfast. I wish we could do smells on video. in the morning, and we walked up to those cliffs that you can see from here, and now we're walking back into town to get something to eat and to go to a museum. But we noticed that the beaches that we took photographs of yesterday and the evening before are completely covered. The tide has come in, and there's actually there's no beach anymore. It's amazing. So I'm guessing that there was probably a lot more beach. The photos I took this morning of where we believe that George may have landed down by those cliffs, I would imagine there was a lot more beach on D-Day than we saw today there. So this is the beach that Robin and I walked on the very first night, but the tide's coming, so there isn't actually a beach anymore, which is amazing, and means that the timing of D-Day must have depended quite a bit on the tides.
abandon the streets, which lie in the